4-bar design or something like that.
Yeah, so if we had two...
You will need some way to unkeep it level when you want to actually dump them out, or are you going to push them out, or you could push them out with a servo, you could whisk them out, you could just dump them, however, but so the problem is this is going to have some width to it, right? So even if you go from floor to the top of your rack and pinion, that width, you're going to get 18 inches minus that width on this spot. So even a full rack limited by the 18-inch size limit is not going to give you 18 inches of lift.
Yeah, so it's going to be like 18 minus 3.
If that's height 3, yeah.
Yeah, so that's nice.
Right, so that, a full rack would give you 15 inches.
Is there a way to have something that, so if you have this here and then rotate it and keep it level up to the height?
There's a 4-bar design is what I do not.
No, not really.
Hey, don't worry. Can I erase this number?
Erase everything.
So normally if you have, let's say we have an arm.
I have an arm.
And the arm can go like that, right? And if we put something holding something, the problem is it's not level, right? You want this to be level the whole time. So a 4-bar design is 4 bars.
That's what the other team had, but it didn't work because the motors couldn't lift as much weight as they needed.
Well, you have to look at your motor power and your gear power and how long your arm is to make sure you can add 2 motors. You can gear it so it's slower but stronger. There's lots of ways. But this, you can see now if you turn this is always, because this is connected to this bar is always going to stay parallel to that. So this will go out like that, but this will always stay parallel to the floor.
So we could have, what I was talking about before was have this here and like 2 things on the side to hold this out, and then have this a separate thing, and perhaps have like servo arms on this side connected to this, connected to the rack and pinion, so that...
Yes, so that could go higher, right. So again, right, so you could have this rack and pinion, right? And then on this, you could have a little mini, I'll draw it 4-bar like this kind of, right? And it can be as big as you want, but I'll just draw a little. And this would be your lifter, and then you'd have little servos or whatever on that, so that this could go like that, and that would give you an extra however much lift.
Awesome.
You could do that, right? You got to go through your motor analysis and make sure your motors are strong enough to do all that kind of stuff, but that's certainly a way to give you that extra little bit. Now again, this is still level, so when you need to dump,
yeah. Well, I guess we can always probably just go forward and have them tip out.
You go forward and try to back up fast. There's another. You can also have like a mechanical thing. Like say you have the bucket, you could have something that has a little, like a tipper that when you run into the edge of the bucket, it kind of pushes. Like this could be.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Like have a little weight here, but if it hits it, it kind of tips it over mechanically without having to need another motor. Or there's all kinds of ways of doing that kind of thing.